Friedrich Welwitsch was a pretty remarkable man. He started his life out as a doctor in the 1830s and then decided he wanted to pursue his real hobby, which was botany. He was of Slovenian descent. He had a Slovenian father and a German mother, but he lived in Austria. And then when he took up his passion for botany, he moved to Portugal and started working for a botanical garden there. And then he got an amazing 8 years in the 1850s working for the botanical garden, collecting specimens in southern Africa, particularly in Angola, which of course was a Portuguese colony at the time. He gave his name to one of the most remarkable plants of the Namib desert and perhaps the whole of southern Africa, Welwitschia mirabilis. Very well known, completely unique plant. But he gave his name to many other plants as well, and one of them is this plant behind me. This is Protea welwitschii, otherwise known as the honey-scented protea. How's it, guys? I am Gus, the African plant hunter. I'm out here in the Eastern Highlands of Zimbabwe, the beautiful area of Juliusdale, out for a walk in the spectacular Miombo woodlands with those stunted sasa trees that are so characteristic of this area. And I came across this beautiful example of this honey-scented protea. I thought I'd share it with you. There are many different types of protea in Zimbabwe and indeed across southern Africa. And they are sometimes a little hard to differentiate. This one's one of the easier ones because the leaves are really hairy and furry, and you can't miss it. So proteas are called sugarbush that's actually from the Afrikaans, because early settlers in South Africa very quickly discovered that you can make an excellent sugar substitute by boiling down the nectar. Quite interesting application there in terms of diabetes, because the nectar is, although it's fairly high in fructose and xylose, it's got almost no sucrose in it. And that is very useful. So there have been some artificial sweeteners or natural artificial sweeteners made from protea, but of course what it's best known for is as a beautiful, long-lasting ornamental plant. And remember that the protea, I think it's the national flower of South Africa, gave its name to their national cricket team. And they are spread all over southern Africa, particularly associated with highland areas. But there are some proteas, including this one, that you can find in lower lying areas as well. I'm standing here in a beautiful stretch of Miombo woodland, dominated by these low-lying msasas. And then here and there throughout you find these glorious, glorious proteas. So I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail on this. There are so many proteas. What I'd love to do is a little series of taking the proteas one by one, not just the common ones, and this is one of the more common ones, but some of the really, really unique ones. You know, there's a protea that's only found, for example, on Mount Inyangani in Nyanga in Zimbabwe. Other proteas that are only found in the Chimanimani Mountains, also of Zimbabwe, etc., etc., all around southern Africa, little pockets of unique endemism with proteas. But for now, I'm just going to leave you with this beautiful picture of this glorious, quite common honey-scented protea. And if you want to find more, there's plenty more on my YouTube channel, or Facebook, or Instagram. And if you really like what I do, you can support me through my Patreon page, patreon.com/African Plant Hunter. I hope to see you again. Cheers for now.